Okay, let's see. Shift in demand studied about. Hmm. In the previous class, we saw what is a shift in demand curve, how the shift, how the demand curve shifts either upwards towards the right side or downwards towards the left side from its original position. Okay. Based on that, we have an example also. Okay, I think I did this example, right? Increase in demand and decrease in
Which
demand.
example? I didn't
Well,
quite.
this one, table
Yes.
15.6.
Yeah. Yeah, we did this.
Yes. Price is increasing. Price of apple is 90 rupees per kg. Quantity demanded is 1 kg. Okay. Quantity demanded of apples.
Yeah.
When the price decreases to 80, quantity demand becomes 2. When it decreases more, quantity demanded again becomes higher. Okay. So that is your demand schedule. And this is decrease in demand. And this is decrease in demand. Hmm. Questions we will try. We will do the questions also today. Questions we have to do. First, we'll do the questions, then we'll see if time is there. We can do the demand curve today, or we can do it tomorrow. Okay,
Okay.
what is the demand? What is the demand schedule?
Demand schedule. Um, Maybe a quick revision would be good. I kind of forgot.
Okay,
Sorry.
it's okay, no problem. A demand schedule is a table, okay, which consists of uh, the demand of a commodity and the quantity demanded, okay, the quantity demanded and the price of the commodity.
Okay.
That is a demand schedule. Okay, a table showing the demand, quantity demanded of a commodity and its price. Okay, that is a demand schedule.
Okay.
So yeah, quick revision. Now we started with demand. Demand for a commodity refers to the quantity of a commodity which a consumer is willing to buy at a given price during a given period of time. Okay, willing to buy a given price during a given period of time. That is known as demand. Okay, there are three essential elements of demand: price, quantity, time period. Okay, then after that we saw what is individual demand and market demand. So individual demand is the demand of only one person or an individual, whereas market demand is the demand of all the individuals, all the people on a whole. Okay, total quantity of a commodity that all the buyers are willing to buy, that all the buyers are demanding, is market demand. Then we studied what are the factors affecting individual demand for a commodity. There were four factors: price of the commodity, price of related goods, income of the buyer, and taste and preferences of the buyer. These are those factors which affect individual demand for a commodity. Okay. Then we saw under the goods, okay, under the types of goods, we saw two things. Okay, substitute goods, complementary goods. We saw what's the meaning of substitute goods. Okay, those which can be used in place of another. Complementary goods, those goods which are used together. Okay, normal goods. We saw what are normal goods. We saw what are inferior goods. Okay, what are normal goods? What are inferior goods that we saw, right? And then taste and preferences of the buyer is another factor. After that, we saw what are the factors that are affecting market demand for a commodity. Okay, what are the factors affecting market demand for a commodity? Those were number of buyers in the market, that is population. distribution of income and wealth, and seasonal conditions. These things affect market demand. Then we studied about law of demand that states that other things remaining the same, quantity demanded of commodities inversely related to its price. Quantity demanded when the price is inversely related when all the other factors are the same. Okay. Assumption of law of demand we studied. Price of substitute goods do not change. Price of complementary goods do not change. Income of the buyer remains the same, and there is no change in taste and preferences of the buyer. Okay. Then we studied what are the reasons of for operation of law of demand. Means when because this law of demand is there, what are the reasons this law of demand is there? We talked about law of diminishing marginal utility, in which the more you consume, the more your satisfaction becomes lesser. We talked about income effects, okay, substitution effect we talked about, then change in number of buyers and diverse uses of a commodity. Okay, then we talked about what are some of the exceptions to the law of demand. If you feel in any topic that you don't remember what I taught or still it is not, please tell me. Okay.
Yeah, I
If
didn't
you
catch
still
what you
find any topic that is still unclear, yeah,
I
I am
couldn't
saying
catch
that if,
what you
yeah. I am saying that if you still feel that there is doubt in any one of these topics, anything that
okay.
you want me to explain again,
Yeah,
please ask. Okay.
yeah, okay. There's
Hmm.
nothing no, there's no doubts, but just too much to consolidate in my mind.
I understand. Yes.
All these concepts are really new to me, so that's why.
Yes, it happens. Totally get it. Exceptions to the law of demand we studied. Okay. Giffen goods we talked about. Status symbol goods we talked about. Then necessities and goods expected to be scarce. Those were the goods that we talked about. Okay. Then we saw the individual demand schedule. Okay. It shows different quantity of commodity demanded by an individual buyer at different prices. Okay. Different quantity of commodity demanded by an individual buyer at different prices. Okay, you can just write this definition also for what is a demand schedule. Okay, so what is a demand schedule? You can use this definition. Here is the exact definition. Demand schedule is a tabular statement of law of demand. It shows different quantity of a commodity demanded at different prices in a tabular form. Okay, means in a form of a table. Now, we saw how individual demand curve is made. Then we talked about a market demand curve, market demand schedule. Market demand, you add up all the demands of individual buyers. Okay, add up the demands of the individual buyers to find out the market demand. Okay, we saw the market demand curve, and then we saw the movement along the demand curve. Okay, how in the same demand curve there is upward and downward movement. Okay, we saw how there is an upward and downward movement along the same demand curve. Okay, contraction of demand and expansion of demand. Upward movement along the same demand curve is called contraction of demand, decrease in the quantity demanded. Downward movement along the same demand curve is known as expansion of demand or increase in quantity demanded. Then we saw shift in demand curve that we recently saw. Okay, change in demand curve due to change in the quantity demanded, even though the price was the same. Okay, so that was all about your chapter. This is what you have learned. You can read this as a summary at home today. Okay, now, can you tell me a little bit what's the difference between desire, want, and demand?
desire is am I odd? Okay. Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Desire is something you want but you don't really need it. Is that the desire? And want want is something we are in demand. No, we need that. Yeah, we need the good is the goods is like we demand it. We what how do I say it? It's in demand by us and
Okay.
demand demand. Okay, demand is what I said. No,
Okay.
I
It's
I
okay.
think
Okay.
okay.
You need to go back and give it a read. So I'll give you second question as a homework. Okay.
Okay.
What you can do is go back, read all the three things, think
Yeah.
of an example, write the answer down and send me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
After these, some questions I will give you as homework, which you can write down as homework and then send.
Okay.
Okay, in the notebook. Okay. Factors affecting individual demand. Can you give me one or two factors that affect individual demand?
Individual demand. Okay. Factors affecting. Sorry. Factors affecting individual demand for a commodity. Yeah. mm,
You
uh,
can look in the book and tell.
Okay. Yeah. Just again.
Hmm.
Like what? Um. One. Yeah. Like vegetables and fruits, groceries. Is that an example?
That is an example, but factors affecting individual demand.
Oh, you asked factors. Okay.
Factor points. The factor points are the first is, the change in the prices of different goods, other goods. Okay. Price of related goods, price of related goods. You have price of the commodity, and the price is changing. See, the biggest factor that affects demand of an individual buyer or a good is the change in price. Okay, change in price. Then change in price of the related goods are there, and then after that we have income of the buyer. When income changes, that time also the demand changes, and then taste and preference of the buyer. Okay, these are the factors affecting the demand of a commodity.
Yeah.
Okay, individual demand. Now, fourth question: how is demand for a commodity affected by by increase in the income of buyer?
Yeah. The demand decreases with the increase of the no, with the increase in income. Um, the demand for certain goods like the inferior goods, those goods demand just decreases, and goods for premium, the buyer, which the buyer wants, that goods may increase.
Yes,
The
very good.
local
Very
goods.
good. Mm-hmm. Yes, very good. That is correct. That's
Yeah.
the correct answer. Okay, when the income of the buyer increases, okay,
Yeah.
the demand for inferior goods decrease because the
Yeah.
buyer stops using them, but the demand for normal goods increase. Okay,
Okay.
he will shift to normal goods. He'll shift to better goods. Okay, so
Yeah.
their demand will increase. That's right.
Okay.
Okay, can you tell me what's the difference between substitute goods and complementary goods?
Substitute goods. Okay. Difference between some complementary. Okay. I know for substitute goods, but what is complementary? Kind of forgot.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been getting time to revise and just read through because I'm preparing for a lot of tests these days. Business studies and
Oh,
computer science.
mm-hmm. Okay, it's all right. You can just read little whenever you get time. Just little you can go through.
Which page number is it in, ma'am? Uh, sorry.
1 second. I'll just tell you. No problem. Mm, it is page 49.
Okay. So basic difference, I'd say, be that the okay. They're just asking for both of the definitions, right?
Yes.
Aren't they? Okay. So the substitute goods are like uh, if a good's price increases, there's another good which can be used uh, as a substitute for it. That's called a substitute goods. To take to
Mm-hmm.
uh, to manage the price. The price of the good that previous good increased, so they're using a substitute good for that. Substitute goods are those goods which can be easily used in place of another for satisfaction of a particular want. Price of complementary. Okay, complementary goods. The goods which are used together. Those are the complementary goods. Oh, it's here.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, that is right. That's right.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
Now, just keeping you allergic to dust. Okay, so just keeping a little bit off. Okay. Next question.
Yeah.
Difference between normal goods and inferior goods that will give you a homework. Okay,
Your voice is breaking.
that's in the homework. Write about it and send. Uh, Normal goods and inferior goods is homework for you. You can write about it and send. Okay.
Your voice is breaking.
Is it better?
Yeah, what
My
what were you saying?
my
Yeah, now
voice
it's
is
not. What
breaking.
were you saying back then?
Yeah. Normal goods and inferior goods question is homework for you.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. What is the law of demand?
Law of demand. Second and fifth question are homework, right?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Law of demand. Um, law of demand. Okay. Yeah. The definition, but I can't find it. My book,
Okay. Can you just tell me in your own words? Law of demand is
page 51.
the relation between
Page 51.
page 51.
Yeah.
Hmm. This is the law of demand. Okay. This is the law of demand. You can check on the screen. The law of demand states that other things remaining the same means when all the other factors are same, quantity demanded of a commodity is inversely related to its price. So it's inversely proportional to its
Right.
price. Okay,
Okay.
this is law of demand. Quantity demanded is inversely proportional to the price of a product when all the other factors remain the same.
Okay.
Okay, that is your law of demand. Now, um, okay, some reasons. What are the reasons of law of demand? Okay. Uh, this question also homework.
Okay.
Okay, also homework. This question is the one where you have to state uh why,
Reason.
yeah, the reason why law of demand is has come into practice.
Okay.
Yeah? Why do law of demand happens, and that you have to tell. Okay, eighth question. Explain any three conditions in which law of demand is not applied.
Three conditions. Uh, okay. Uh, so given goods, status symbols, goods, and necessity are three of the exemptions.
Yes, yes, the exceptions.
Okay. Given goods are a special type of inferior goods in which negative income effect is stronger than negative substitution effect. Given
That's right.
goods, yeah, okay. Given goods, rice and etc. Status symbol goods like diamonds, gold, and jewelry. Uh,
Yeah, yes.
so the law of demand does not affect those types of goods and necessities, or salt, wheat, and stuff we need to survive. Those also the law of demand does not affect.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yes, that's right.
Yeah, I've given three.
Okay, yes, that is right. Now, three conditions. Okay, this we did. Difference between expansion of demand and increase in demand. I'll give you as homework.
Okay.
Okay. What's the difference between the increase in demand and expansion of demand? Okay. And also distinguish between contraction of demand and decrease in demand. Do you have a graph paper with you right now? A graph
Oh,
book
ma'am.
or a graph? No.
I think so, right? I think one of my old record notes has a graph page.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah, 1 minute, I'll just come back.
Okay. Okay.
I have one. I have page, graph page.
We have one.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So let me see if I can give you a question to do to make a demand for. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, do you remember how I taught you to make a graph?
Um, I don't think so. Wait
You
a
don't
minute.
think so?
Yeah. You taught me the y-axis and x-axis, and we named the
Yes.
units.
Yes, that's what I taught you. Okay. How to the x-axis, y-axis. Okay, price you always take on the y-axis. Quantity demanded you take on the x-axis. Okay, that's what I taught you.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what we'll do. Okay, I'll make a table and then you can make a graph with it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that is your question. Make a demand curve based on this. Just gonna change this data, this 100, right here to 90. Okay.
Yeah, no, are you there?
Yes, Anand.
Yeah, I finished.
You finished. Okay. Can you send me a picture?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I received it.
Oh, I forgot to mark the D points.
Hmm. It's okay. You can mark them after, like later. But yeah, the graph is good.
Okay.
Hmm. All right. Well done. Okay, we will stop here for today. And tomorrow we will be meeting and continuing. Okay.
Tomorrow?
All right. Tomorrow is Friday, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So we'll have a class tomorrow.
So what did you say we're gonna do?
We'll have a class tomorrow.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. See you then. Bye. Have a
Yeah.
good day.
Bye, ma'am. Have a good day, you too. Thank you.
Bye.